Larry speaks better than me. How is that even possible?
It's not true.
How is that even possible? Even that copper that is not even up to a year in this school is saying all this.
Jimmy, you have to calm down, please. Relax.
Michelle, how do you expect me to calm down? How do you expect me to calm down? Why they all still think that Larry speaks better than me? How is that possible?
Maybe he was, but not anymore. Haven't you heard the way he speaks? Let me tell you, Larry cannot stand in a best speaker competition with you. It's okay. You know, we all need to shower our praises and support to him. Not to someone who speaks as if his tongue is being cut off from his mouth.
Are you scared of mentioning names? Are you scared? Mention his name, let me tear you into pieces.
It's obvious someone became a fighter overnight.
You don't have any idea of how long I've waited for this opportunity to tear you into pieces. Pull your head!
The accident gave him a severe injury on his jaw, which might affect his ability to speak.
Doctor, are you saying my son is dumb?
Not really, but his speech organs may be impaired till unforeseeable time. I'm sorry.
Misha, wait. Are you leaving already?
School has closed, right?
Yes.
I'm leaving.
I've been wanting to ask you something.
Okay, what's it?
I had some students went to the hospital yesterday to see Larry. How is he doing?
Oh, I heard so as well. I heard he can no longer walk or talk again.
That means you didn't go with them.
Well, I felt there was no need going there since his mom has already told my mom the condition he's facing.
I mean, come on, he's your friend. I mean, he's your boyfriend. It could have meant a lot to him if you were there with him.
Chills, please. You guys should slow down on how you merge friends of opposite gender as couples. Because he's my close friend or because his mom and my mom are friends doesn't make him my boyfriend.
But
excuse me.
Nothing has changed.
Lot has changed.
It's okay. Okay, my son. You haven't left your room since morning, so I decided to bring it here. You cannot continue like this, Larry. At least least you have to eat something. If you don't eat anything, tell me, how would you recover to go back to school?
I no one day.
Look at the brighter side. At least you're still alive. You are better off than those that lost their lives in that accident. Someday you will talk normal, believe me. You have the chances. But baby, who's there? I'm not expecting anyone. Come in. Evening.
I'm Shelly, Nian's classmate.
I thought as much. You're welcome. He's upstairs.
Okay, can I?
Sure,
Can I go
why
and
not? Go upstairs. The second room by the right.
Okay, thank you, ma.
Thanks for stopping over.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you.
Larry, I came to see you. Just stop it, okay? You go ahead, you can talk to me. You're not dumb. I can hear you. Just stop. Why will I laugh at you? You're really... You are really acting like a kid. I came to see you not to mock you, okay? Just stop. Talk to me.
How is Miche?
She's fine. She sent her regard.
She never visited me.
Yes, Is that not your food? This food must be cold. Should I heat it for you?
No, I want to eat.
Just stop. Do you want to starve yourself to death? See, let me tell you. Forget everything that happened at the past and focus on the future. You know I'm there for you. Your friends are there for you, especially your mom. So let me tell you, you are not a coward. You are not a weakling. So grab up and step up, okay? You know I got you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Ma, I have to be on my way now.
oh, thank you for coming. Thank you so much for making him eat. And also thank you for bringing back his pack.
You're welcome.
But you know you will have to be coming around often.
Yes, I'll try my best. I'm looking forward to seeing him back in school.
Oh, that won't be a problem. He will come, okay? Only just take care of yourself and look well. Be a good girl.
I will. I have to go. Thank you.
Bye.
Today we are going to be talking about understanding figures of speech. Yes. Understanding figures of speech. My clear? Figures of speech is the key to being a better literature student. Am I understood? Especially for those of you who would want to do theatre art courses in the university. Jimmy.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you good?
Yes, ma'am. I'm fine.
Okay. The other day, I asked what oxymoron was. None of you could answer me. None of you could answer me. It's a shame. Well, it's simple. Mitchell, what's that for?
Yes, ma'am.
It is simple. It is placing side by side two words that are opposite in meaning. For example, a car is a necessary evil. Necessary and evil. Now, a car is a necessary thing that everyone should have. But that same car can also get you killed if you're not careful, which is evil. Now, her silence was loud. Silent, loud. It is bringing two words together to make a sentence. When I'm back next week, somebody will come out and give us 2 examples of figures of speech and their meaning. If you like, don't read your book. See you next week.
She doesn't want to talk to me.
It's okay. I forgot to tell you that she's not in her good mood. Okay? Don't worry, she'll come around. I have your notes here, and they are all up to date.
You helped me write a note.
Yeah. You know, this is the least I could do. At least to make things easy for you. It's okay. Don't worry, she'll come around, okay? You know I got you.
Thank you.
It's okay.
How is school today?
I feel awkward.
Awkward? Oh no. Well, what do you expect? You know it's been long you went to school. All you have to do is just to calm down, fix your note first, okay?
Shelly has already helped me with that.
Shelly? Oh, such a sweet soul. She did? That reminds me, I've not seen Mitchell. She has not visited all this while. Is everything all right?
She has not spoken to me yet.
Don't bother. Don't worry, okay? I will speak with the mother. Go take your shower.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning. Copper.
Oh, Miss Vivian, good morning.
Good morning, Copper. You're very early to school this morning.
Yes. Yesterday I couldn't finish my lesson notes, so I had to come very early to write it before the start of classes.
Oh, that is very nice of you.
Exactly.
What is wrong with that student?
Which student?
The one that just ran past me now.
Oh! Oh, okay. I think perhaps he's in a hurry to leave before I nail him down. I keep nailing him down till after assembly. These students can be very stubborn.
Oh, this early morning he's already serving punishment.
As you can see, they are very stubborn.
They can never change.
At all.
All right, Copper. I see you around.
Of course.
Jimmy, what is it? Since today you've been acting indifferent. Is everything alright?
Michelle, how can everything be alright? How? When he's back to school?
Who?
Larry, of course.
You don't want him to be back in school.
Not that I don't want him to be back to school. Just that you might go back to him.
Wow, so you're not threatened by his presence. Are you?
Not that, okay? He was your first lover before the accident. All that's why you've refused to give me a chance because of him, and now he's back to school.
You said he was. He's not anymore. Wait, listen, that guy is now incomplete. Have you heard the way he talks? Someone who can't talk completely. Eh?
Yeah, I was just scared that you might go back to him.
You don't have to be scared. No one will ever take you away from me. Huh? I can't leave you for someone who is better off done.
Thank you. Come on, you have very bad mouth. What do you mean by that?
But what I'm saying is the truth. Let's go to the class.
Alright.
Hi, you missed economics class. Copper teacher was asking of you. Are you crying? What is it? Talk to me.
Did you know Mitchell was with Jimmy?
Hi.
You knew.
Sorry.
Yet you lied to me about it.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I thought you are my friend.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to. I don't want to add to your pain. That's why I didn't tell you. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay?
Thank you. Thank you for your concern. But it's better you told me than finding out myself.
Please forgive me.
Mitchell said hurtful things. about me. She even mocked me.
I'm sorry. I understand how you feel, okay? I'm sorry.
Mr. Copper wants to see me, right?
Yes. I'm sorry.
When will this be over? 'Cause I'm tired of these nightmares. Wake me up. Oh, wake me up. I wanna come back to the man I used to be. Please tell me this is a nightmare that I want to win. Is this a dream? Oh yeah. To the man I used to be. Is this a dream?
How could you? And what's the meaning of this? How could you be this heartless? How could you and Jimmy mock Larry? Why? Who is mocking who? Stop playing smart. He had everything you guys said. And how is that my fault? No, tell me. How is that my fault? Am I the one who told him to be going around dropping into people's conversation? Well, thank God he knows I don't like him anymore. Now he can leave me alone. Just because you know that this boy cannot talk properly and you know that it's an accident, you now want to dump him. For what? Can you stop this drama you're displaying here? Everyone knows you've always wanted Larry. So, this is your chance. You can have him. Excuse me.
Do you know what? You're not worthy to be called a friend.
Thank you.
Larry, I sent for you yesterday, but you didn't come.
Sorry, sir.
I was informed by the principal that the organizers of the annual inter-school best speakers contest have invited our school to the competition. You know, last year you participated, you represented us, and you failed with just few points.
Are you mocking me, sir?
No, I'm not trying to mock you. You know, the principal was thinking you could participate this year, but owing to your present condition, it's obvious you can't. And I feel it's necessary we inform you.
Hey,
Larry. You need to stop disturbing yourself too much. It's not going to help.
Tired of this shame. When will this be over? 'Cause I'm tired of these nightmares.
I thought we have outgrown this. Are we going to invite Shelly to come and feed you again? Huh?
I lost everything.
Look at me. You have your life. You have your brain. You have me and God. What you have is greater than what you have lost. So the moment you start appreciating what you have, and stop feeling sorry for yourself because it hurts. You have every chances to speak normally again. All it requires is money, of which I am trying so hard to raise.
I'm sorry for this choice.
Darling, you don't need to say sorry. Now eat your food. Eat.
Yeah. So
Why you not only fixing your collar, babe?
I don't know.
What's
I didn't check it out right away.
Okay, let me
Thank you so much.
take a look.
Hey, both of you kneel down.
Sir?
I said get on your knees!
Sir, we're not laughing at you.
So we're just
What was the meaning of that?
Sir, we're not laughing at you.
So we're just talking of laughing at ourselves.
Yes, sir.
You were talking, I will flog you for lying.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I want to apologize for not telling you that Michelle is with Jimmy now. I'm not even worth to be called your friend. I'm deeply sorry, okay?
It's okay, Shelly. I understand. I'm sorry for how I reacted. Sorry.
Does it mean we are friends now? Oh, come here. Thank you. Thank you. Why didn't you play with our team today? You know you are a great bowler. I thought you could have played.
I prefer to watch.
Okay. Next time you play, okay? I noticed the way Copper was looking at you. I think he has this special love for you.
I feel is out of pity.
No, I don't think so. Even before the incident happened, he has been showing you love. I think it's because of the competition you have been winning for the school. And you know you're very intelligent. I love the way you smile. I think you should smile often.
Thank you.
Yes.
Scary snitch.
What is it?
It's Larry and Sherry. I think they are together now.
And what if they have been together? Are you affected? Huh?
By who? Them?
Yes,
No.
Larry and Shelly, yes.
I'm not affected at all. I'm just surprised they're now together. Jimmy! Jimmy, wait! Jimmy! Jimmy, wait now.
Lucia, what do you want from me? What do you want?
You're embarrassing me.
It's obvious you were affected by Larry being with Shelly, right? That means you still love him.
Before someone hears you, who told you I'm in love with you?
Okay, why were you staring at them? Why?
Well,
You can't talk now, right?
Wait now. Jimmy. Jimmy. Jimmy.
Copper. Yes. I'm off. Alright. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Okay. Be good. Yeah. So as usual, every year we've gotten an invitation from Salvation Grace Ministry to participate in the annual inter-school Best Speakers competition. Last year we were represented by Larry Johnson and came second. This year we are taking that first position, and that's on period. So with that being said, the principal has instructed someone from your class to represent the school. And the person of Jimmy Osaje here. Yes. Okay, that's enough. You have been selected to represent the school. So the topic will be communicated to you during our rehearsal. and rehearsal starts tomorrow, immediately after your lunch break. Thank you for your audience. See you tomorrow.
No, just tell me. Tell me what to do to distract you from these ugly thoughts.
Who told you the thought is ugly?
I saw you. I saw you staring at them. Staring at Jimmy and Michelle. Do you know what? Don't get me jealous. Let's go and stare at something else. Let's go.
Thank you, Shelly.
Why thanking me?
For not giving up on me like most of my friends, for defending me and standing by me.
Come on. You know you will do the same for me if you're in my position. And you also do the same for any of your friends. That's why I want you to focus on people who genuinely loves you and leave people that don't. Okay?
So, you genuinely love me.
I was hoping we could find some time to talk.
Now?
Yes, now. Are you busy?
I was with the class. I just came to throw it away.
Okay, it's okay. Go and do your stuff and meet me in the staff room, okay?
Hi, Jimmy. Can we talk privately?
My name is Jimmy and not Jimmy, you dumb thing. Okay? It's Jimmy. Spell it correctly. Pronounce it well. Jimmy.
Can
I'll be waiting for you outside.
Alright. Okay. Larry, you have me all to yourself. So please make good use of it because you have just a minute. Okay? Can't you talk? Say talk.
I came to tell you about the best speaker competition.
Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. I shouldn't be laughing. I'm so sorry. So, what about it? About the best speaker? What about it?
I was hoping to help you with the competition.
You help me. Do you even listen to the way you speak of Vincent? The way you talk? See, let me tell you something. You sound worse than a terrible clown. You sound like a jester. Huh? See, let me tell you something. You are no longer the Larry Johnson you used to be. Now you are worse. You're a terrible person. Okay? And there is no way you can help me in any so-called competition. Okay? There's no way you can help me. You don't even talk well. So how are you going to communicate with me? How? You don't. How will I get that? Oh my God! I shouldn't be laughing, but obviously, yes, I should be laughing. I don't know how. Imagine you just chased the love of my life from here.
Stand up and dust yourself. Your journey never ends. Because Oluwa get plans for you. Oninyare kosi eniti omola. No one knows tomorrow. If today no walk well, we there. Tomorrow go walk better, we there. Yeah, so never lose your hope. I say,
As expected.
Was
It's fine. I should have known better than to persuade you go give it a try. It's okay. Let's go to the library. I have this beautiful novel that I'm reading. You will love it. Let's go.
I hope it's not clear to us all that life is a journey. Thank you.
Nice. So, your turn.
Thank you, Miss Vivian. As you all know, my name is Jimmy Osaji.
Well, that was wrong. That was very wrong. We don't know you before. This is a competition. They are seeing you for the first time. So why should you say, as you all know? We don't know you.
It is What is wrong there?
Everything is wrong there, Jimmy.
I gave you a greeting pattern, right? Have you forgotten how you do it in debate?
Miss Vivian, this is not a debate, I must say.
You see, my problem with you is you have issues with taking corrections, even when it's obvious you don't know anything.
I don't know anything. I have been representing the school in debate and speaking competition. I have done my best for the school, not until Larry came in and dominated everywhere.
Point of correction, Jimmy. Larry didn't dominate everywhere. He just refused to accept the fact that he speaks better. Learn from him. Coexist with him is simple.
That's what you all think. Yes, that is what you all think, that Larry is better than me. This is an opportunity to prove you all wrong. I am better. Yes, and I know that. Last year, Larry came second. Good and fine. But this year, I am bringing to the school the glory, the victory she deserves.
Well, I can't sit here and listen to all this.
Copper, please hold on. Copper, this is not the best way to handle this.
You see, I can't stand that rude brat.
Even at that, we have a competition to prepare for. Don't forget. Jimmy is just a child and he's acting his age. Instead of getting angry and walking away, I think you should look for a way to talk some senses into him. I mean, that's why we are teachers.
You see, that's where you don't get it. I'm not a teacher. You are the teacher here. I am just a copper. If not for government, I wouldn't be in this school. And thank goodness, very soon I will be out. Like I'm done.
Well, until then. But now we have a task at hand, which was given to us by the principal. And we need to handle it. These things shouldn't be getting to you.
You see, now I know why Lanre is better. Then the accident. Just then.
How can they all think Larry speaks better than me? How is that even possible?
It's not true.
How is that even possible? Even that copper that is not even up to a year in this school is saying all this.
Jimmy, you have to calm down, please. Relax.
Michelle, how do you expect me to calm down? How do you expect me to calm down? Why they all still think that Larry speaks better than me? How is that possible?
Maybe he was, but not anymore. Haven't you heard the way he speaks? Let me tell you, Larry cannot stand in a best speaker competition with you. He cannot now.
Bishop, both then and now, I speak better than Larry.
Yes.
You all were just carried away by him, okay? See, I don't care about the promo, about the scholarship for the school. I don't care about all that. All I care about is the 1 million naira cash prize for the overall best speaker. That is all I want. See, with that money, I'm going to be a big boy. You know, I am going to be a city boy. I am going to turn down the city red. The street, everybody's going to know me with 1 million naira cash prize. See, let me tell you something, Michelle. I am winning that money. I am winning it.
Yes, you win it now. That's why I'm with you. Listen, I am having faith in you because I know that if you win that money,
yes,
nobody will be able to stand where we are standing at all.
How can that boy, that someone that doesn't even speak well, how can he stand with me? How will that copper say Larry is better than me? How is that possible?
Is that one a man? He's incomplete, so don't let it bother you. Just relax, you will win. Thank you. So, are you guys ready to cheer up Jimmy as he represents the school in the next edition of the Best Speaker Contest? shower our praises and support to him. Not to someone who speaks as if his tongue is being cut off from his mouth.
Are you scared of mentioning names? Are you scared? Mention his name, let me tear you into pieces.
It's obvious someone became a fighter overnight.
You don't have any idea of how long I've waited for this opportunity to tear you into pieces. Pull your head!
This is all your fault, Larry. And you know that, right?
So, finally we are here. Jimmy, let's hear you.
I can't see anything why the students are here.
I don't understand.
I won't marshal out my points. Why the students are here? I am afraid they might steal my points. Who knows? Yes, so the best thing is to chase them or send them out so I can give my own presentation.
Well, Jimmy, but the junior students marshaled out their points while you were here. Right? So are they supposed to be scared of you copying their ideas or maybe stealing their points?
Me steal and copy their ideas? You mean these boring and dry ideas of theirs? Oh, come on. They are not even up to my standard. Okay? They are not up to my standard.
Well, in that case, if you can't marshal out your points here, count yourself out of this competition.
Copper, would you let me handle this? You two, go to your classes.
What? No. Never, it's not possible.
Copper, as it stands now, Jimmy is the best speaker we have. And we cannot afford to lose him. Papa, please wait.
Very pompous, nothing.
Okay, fine. I agree with you. But what can we do? I mean, he's the best we have in the absence of Larry.
See, I think this school needs to work a lot. I mean, we need to train these students to avoid monopolies like this. If we keep having somebody like this in this school, you keep getting students that are so arrogant and proud.
Great idea. Copper, I've been meaning to ask you, is there something you do in school after dismissal? Like you stay back to do some stuff before leaving? Is there anything like that?
No. Like after dismissal, I go to my house and rest.
You sure?
I'm very sure. Well, Vivian, what would I be doing in school after school hours? I need to go home and rest. Why do you ask?
It's nothing. I actually wanted to stay back and finish my schoolwork. And so I was hoping I would have a partner.
Well, if you really need a partner, you can. Maybe I'll think about it. I'm always happy to help, you know.
Yeah, it's good to help people, you know. Okay, that's fine.
Alright. Catch you some other time.
That's your... It's still hot.
Not really. Just small.
Sorry.
No worries, no fault.
Same in secondary school. And you both are looking so perfect for each other.
We are just friends.
We're just friends. I understand. But the point is that there is nothing wrong in being just more than a friend.
There is nothing wrong with that. As long as you do the right thing before God and man. Please, right now, I want both of you to place your hand on your chest. Make a wish, just a wish, and God will grant you your heart desires. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. God will grant you your heart desires. He knows everything. He will do it for you. I will take my leave now.
Thank you.
Out of my belly.
It's like she's a pastor.
What did you wish?
You tell me, what did you wish for?
Nah. My mother raised money for my surgery so I can talk again.
Mm-hmm. That's nice, oh. That's very nice.
What about you?
I wished that God grant you your heart desire.
Yeah, nah. Let's go.
Tired of this shame.
Papa, hope you are enjoying your stay at school.
Yes. I feel good.
I'm glad. I really can't wait to meet this wonderful children you people have been working on this past week.
Yeah, you're already Reverend.
What about the young man that represented your school last year? The one that came second because he had outgrown his uniform. Where is he?
Larry. It's a long story, sir.
Long story. What happened? He's no longer in the school.
He's in the school, but he cannot participate.
Why?
Oh, Larry, you are here. Miss Vivian wants to see you.
So, like I was saying, you see, the whole thing is, oh, he's here. Larry, how are you?
Good afternoon.
Don't worry, my son, okay? Don't worry. Miss Vivian here has already briefed me about the accident and the condition. But not to worry, we are here and we'll see to it, okay? So the thing is, I'm not supposed to be doing this because, like you all know already, I am the head of the church that is in charge of this best speaking competition. But you see, I want to break the rules for you. Yes, because I really enjoyed your performance last year and I would want to see it again. We all know why you lost last year. It was because you had outgrown your uniform. And the boy who came first was looking good. So he scored a large margin against yours. But you see, we are here to help you fix that and make sure that you compete this year. Okay?
I appreciate, sir. But they already have Jimmy.
That is only because we didn't have any other choice, Larry. Besides, the sky is big enough for everyone, right?
Yes, my son, the sky is big enough for everyone. Okay? Don't worry. You are going to contest this year and Jimmy will also contest this year. Yes. Like I said earlier, I enjoyed your performance last year and I would want to witness it again this year.
Thank you, sir.
That's fine, Larry, okay? Here. This is my card. Give it to your mom when you get home, all right? Tell her to call me. I assure you that I would see what we can do about your surgery. Okay? All right.
Thank you very much.
It's okay. I'll just be on my way now.
All right.
Larry, don't worry. The Lord will do it, okay?
Amen.
Ah.
Thank you very much, Father.
I'll see you people around.
Okay, see you around too. Now you can go to your class now.
What do you think Reverend Kali said to Larry?
Only him and Miss Vivian can answer that. But I'm definitely sure that it's something that works against me. I hate that boy, the corner. I hate that boy. That boy disgusts me. I hate him so much.
Hey, you wait there.
You think I don't know what you are up to, right? Since you came to this school, all you've done is to steal my shine. Yes, that is all you've ever been doing. And that is what you are still doing. Say, Larry, I have an opportunity to shine now and you want to block it, right?
I don't understand you, Dewey.
Oh, will you shut up? Will you shut up? My name is Jimmy and not Dewey, okay? See, I will advise you. Stay off my butt, Larry. Else!
Else what? I'm asking you, Jimmy. Else what?
Nothing, sir. Nothing.
Don't let anybody bully you. Okay?
Tired of this shame. When will this be over? 'Cause I'm tired of this nightmare. Wake me up. Oh, wake me up. Come back to the man. I wanna come back to the man I used to be. Please tell me this is a nightmare that I want to quit. Is this a dream? Oh yeah, to the man I used to be. Is this a dream?
Thank God for Reverend Kali, who have decided to foot the bills for your surgery. So my son, very soon, you are going to be free from the shackle of that accident.
No want to get my hopes high.
My son, don't worry. Everything will be fine. Hmm? I believe everything will go back to normal. It's okay. It's okay, my son. It's okay. Let's go.
Jimmy, I've been looking for you. Have you heard?
Please, Michelle, I'm not in the mood to listen to your gist or rumor, okay? Please just spare me.
Rumor? No, this is not a rumor. In fact, it's an article material for Time, magazines and newspaper publications.
That's what I said. They're all rumors and...
Have you wondered why Mr. Copper is not at school today?
Maybe he went for his CDS or he's sick. What else?
Or maybe he was caught in his Sodom and Gomorrah acts yesterday after school when he thought everyone has gone to their various houses.
Michelle, I don't understand what you're saying. Can you break your words? Because
Mr. Copper was caught making out with the new student in SS1 yesterday.
Oh, so we have a new female student in SS1.
Who is talking about female students? I'm talking about the male students. The new male student in SS1. Yesterday, he was caught making out with him in the teacher staff room.
Michelle, please. I did not hear anything. I wasn't even listening to you. Okay, please. I wasn't here. Please.
Wait.
Before I start answering jam questions that what
Do
kind
you
of
think
person?
I'm making this up? I'm not. Listen, I heard the principal discussing it with Miss Vivian. Okay, if you think I'm lying, go to SS1 and ask if Jefferson is in school. He's not in school. Same with Mr. Copper.
This is not possible. This is insane. How will a couple be making out with?
Listen, I just wanted to tell you what I heard. Please don't tell anyone I told you. Eh? Let's go to class.
Michelle, please.
Let us go to class.
So all this while, this is what Copper has been doing to young boys in this school. Promising them bonus marks in their exams, just to lure them into letting him have his way with them. This is very unbelievable. So this is why every day school closes, he would just be meandering around the school premises and sometimes claim to have work to finish. Who knows the pain he must have been putting these children through just for bonus marks. Wait, no way. Does it mean no?
Tired of this shit. When will this be over? 'Cause I'm tired of these nightmares. Wake me up.
Shelly, you've been acting strange today. Are you okay?
Stay away from me.
Of course, I would do that with all pleasure. I mean, who wants to be associated with a girlfriend of a homosexual? Who knows? Maybe you're one too, which makes you both perfect for each other.
I can see you're happy with everything happening now. Just look at you. You once acted as if you adored this guy. I believe you're playing the same game with Jimmy.
Yes, I am. You know, to retain my status as the most popular girl in this school, I need to play my card very well and fit in with the right people. But don't worry, you're not ambitious, so you will not understand a word I just said.
You are very evil.
I'm evil. It's not a new thing. I am evil. But just a word of advice to you. When a finger is peeled with oil, it's certainly going to affect the rest. If you're wise, you will understand. For your sake and your reputation, stay away from Larry.
Stand up and dust yourself. Your journey never ends. Because Oluwa get plans for you.
When a finger is peeled with oil, it's certainly going to affect the rest. If you're wise, you will understand. For your sake and your reputation, stay away from Larry.
Oh, dada, yeah. Oh, dada. If you no work today, it go still work tomorrow. Oh, dada, yeah. Oh, dada. Yeah. Everything will be alright. You have to believe it.
This is nice.
Yeah.
Hi guys. Hi, what's up? So tell me, what's on your mind?
Nothing, no. I'm just marveling at the possibility of Larry being gay too. You know, Mr. Copper was very, very fond of him. It could be that Larry is one of his boys.
No. I can bet with my life. Larry isn't gay.
Oh, come on, Michelle. Be careful how you bet on your life or with your life. Okay, how sure are you that Larry isn't?
I mean, I've known Larry for years now.
Blah, 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 blah. Please spare me the sermon, okay? I don't want to hear it anyways. Anyways, the scandal is around him already. So even if his surgery is successful, I am sure that Reverend Kali, as one of the religious leaders and founder of one of the biggest church around, wouldn't want to be associated with such a scandal. Yes, you know how Nigeria condemns you. No matter how good you are, no matter the beautiful things you've done in this country, once they find out or learn that you are gay, even your own mother would disown you. So come on.
Try. Poor Larry.
I don't understand. A while ago, you were scornfully advising Shelly to stay away from him because of this scandal. And now you are pitying him. I don't understand. What do you mean by poor Larry?
No, now. It's just that condemnations from Nigerians is something you shouldn't even pray for your enemies to experience.
I don't care. Okay? That is none of my business. All I care is for it to work in my favor.
Relax, we're not fighting.
Michelle, it seems you still have feelings for him.
No, I don't. I don't have any. Wait. Sorry. Oh, I will not talk about Larry again. I will not talk about him again.
You just love pissing me off.
I'm sorry now, I'm not you taking it. And you say any small thing, you will just invest in me.
Let's get going. It's late already. Let's start. Let's just start going on.
Alright, I'm not sure.
Okay. Well.
Ha! Sorry, yeah. I will not say it again.
Home sweet home.
Home indeed. Home sweet home. It's good to be back. Feels good.
You're happy, right?
Yes.
Thank
I'm
God.
happy again.
Okay, let me carry your bag.
No.
Let's go.
No, let me do it myself. Alright?
Good boy.
Oh, wake me up.
The way I'm seeing you, be smiling all through, even in your sleep. You smile.
Mom, I honestly can't believe I'm the one talking normal again. Like, and the most important thing is I can't wait for Shelly to see and hear me talk now.
No.
Honestly.
No, hold on. You will see her tomorrow in school.
Maybe I should just call her.
No, you're going to spoil the fun. You're going to spoil the fun of surprising her. So you hold on, okay?
Okay, no problem. But Mom, I'm thinking maybe we should just invite her family over for lunch. What do you think? And Mom, it's so funny that Shelly wasn't one of my closest friends before now, but she was the one who stood by me during those trying times. And now, guess what? She's my closest friend.
Well, you're right. We'll pick out a date, invite her and her family. And hey, enough of this Shelly. Stop this Shelly thing. You're sitting right in front of me, okay?
Okay, Mom.
Eat your fruit.
Shelly, what's really going on? Why are they laughing at me?
You can talk now. I can see the surgery was successful.
Yes, it was. But what really happened in my absence? Shelly. Shelly.
I see you've gotten your ridiculous tongue back. And you must be wondering what's going on. But don't worry. I will save Shelly the pain of telling you herself. You've been busted, Larry. You've been busted. I mean, your matter don't cast. You've been casted.
What exactly do you mean by I've been...
No one will want to associate with you again. I said what I said.
What is really going on? Can someone just explain to me?
Larry, I need you to tell me the truth. It is just the both of us here. We all know Copper was very fond of you. Did he in any way touch you? Try to?
Yes. He would always rub my head, randomly touch my shoulders, like just tap my shoulders, and sometimes he would help me adjust my tie. That's it.
Larry, this is not a joke.
What exactly are you expecting me to say?
That day he took you to the staff room after school. What were you guys doing?
You saw us?
Yes. And I ask again, what were the two of you doing inside the staff room alone after school hours with doors closed?
Shelly. Even you.
I'm sorry. You know, my image and my reputation is at stake here. I don't want to bring disgrace to my family. Moreover, I don't want to have anything to do with a homosexual. You know, this is Nigeria, not America. I believe you understood. Excuse me.
afternoon, Mom.
Good afternoon, son. Welcome.
I wanna come back to the man I used to be. Please tell me this is a nightmare that I want to win. Is this a dream? Oh yeah. To the man I used to be. Is this a dream? Please tell me it's a dream. Tell me it's a dream. This is a nightmare that I want to wake up from. Wake me up. Please wake me up, nah. Wake me up.
What is going on here? What is it? Why do you want to electrocute and kill yourself? What?
Mom, I'm tired. I just want to end it all. I'm tired.
Tired of what? What do you want to end? Then you first kill me. First kill me. What is your problem? Larry, is there anything you're not telling me? Then kill me first. It's okay. It's okay.
So like I was saying, okay, I don't know what any of this has to do with letting the poor boy to showcase his talent and potentials to the world.
Father, the thing is, the school cannot let a student with such reputation represent her in the public. We are more concerned about the image of the school.
Well, I still can never understand why you're trying to deprive this poor boy of this golden opportunity. You see, my daughter, I have never felt this concern about any candidate for this competition before.
My hands are tied. It is a matter of the school, and there is nothing you can do about it, I promise you. And I believe you will see as much potentials as you see in him from the various candidates that will be representing that day.
I hope so. I hope so. Okay. I need to go now. I'll see you.
Okay. I
Take
hope
care.
you understand, Father.
I do. Peace of the Lord be with you.
Amen. Bye.
My child, I totally understand what is it that you're going through, okay? I spoke with your mother and she told me how you even tried to electrocute yourself. But the Lord has better plans for you. Now, the world may think everything they think about you, but I want you to know that I don't, okay? I still see you as that fine young boy that came to perform last year and I enjoyed it. Whatever it is that is happening to you, I want you to know that the Lord has His plans for you. All right? My only regret, however, is the fact that I could not help you to perform this year. But I want you to know that the Lord has bigger plans for you. He will create a bigger stage for you to showcase this thing that He has given to you. Okay? Don't ever give up. Don't let anybody make you think less of yourself. All right?
Thank you, Father.
It's okay. It's all right. Now you go back to your place. Go back. It's okay. It's all right. The Lord is with you.
Yeah. Victory at last. I will never have to bother about Larry again. I told you. I told you too, right? Michelle, are you beating him?
No, it's just that Larry is a nice person. He doesn't deserve this.
You're just so pathetic, Michelle. Excuse me.
So we've come to the end of the rehearsals for today. And I must say, I'm impressed. With what you guys just did here, it means you're practicing at home. Keep it up.
Thank you, ma'am. We'll keep trying our best to make this school proud.
Oh, that is nice. Good. Jimmy, you're late.
Oh, Miss Vivian, superstars are never late.
We're almost done with today's rehearsal. You're telling me superstars are not late. Jimmy, you're not taking this competition, rehearsal, everything serious.
Don't worry about that, Miss Vivian. On that day, I, Jimmy Osagie, will post the whole world, the whole universe with my presentation.
Easy, boy. Can you just start posting us from here? Yes, let's hear you.
Okay, Miss Vivian. Life is like a canvas, painted with the colors of our choices.
So far about the rehearsal. Like, I can't wait to see the day. I'm so excited. Can't wait to see
Eat something now, please, small. You don't want to eat. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Hello?
Ma, is it just the both of us? How about the other students?
No, it's not just the both of you. Where is Mike?
He rushed to the classroom to get something.
Okay, and there is also someone else coming with us.
Someone else? Coming with us?
Exactly.
Ma, who is this someone else?
Sorry for coming late, ma.
I'm ready. Larry, you're here.
Larry, I thought you...
Okay, Jimmy. Slow down. I will explain all that to you on our way. We have to start going now.
No way am I going anywhere or having anything to do with this homosexual. Wait, I just don't understand you guys. Like, are you guys so desperate to tarnish the image of this school?
Will you keep quiet? Jimmy, what is your problem? For your information, the cover called and cleared the air. Larry here was not lying after all. He only assisted him with the preparation for the best speakers competition. A gesture you rudely turned down.
I don't care. I, Jimmy Osagie, isn't going to any competition with this team. Yes, I'm not going anywhere with him.
Very well then. You have to stay back. Because whether you like it or not, Larry is competing, and that is final.
Are you not going with them for the best speaker contest?
Never. Not when Larry is going to. It's not going to work.
Larry is still in this school. I thought his mother withdrew him from the school.
According to Miss Vivian,
Mr. Copper called to clear the air that he and Larry did nothing. We have all just been misjudging him.
Sorry. You're saying Larry is in the school now? He's around.
Is that what you should be concerned about? Is that what you should be concerned about? His presence means I am not going to. I am not going with them.
You not going with them is a choice you made by yourself. Did anyone stop you from competing with Larry?
I'm not surprised. I've always known that you are just a two-faced fool. You are an idiot. That's what you are.
And you're the most biggest coward of the century. Yes! You're only afraid of competing and losing to Larry because you know he's better than you. Coward! I don't blame you too.
Don't blame me.
I don't blame you too.
I blame myself for letting dirty and stinking self get close to me.
Larry, we don't have time for this.
Just give me 1 minute, please. Miss Vivian.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I learned Mr. Copper call earlier to clear your name. I should have believed you. I'm sorry for not believing in you. I'm sorry.
Shelly. You see this apology, it's really not necessary because you wouldn't be apologizing if Copper hadn't called in to tell his side of the story. Listen. Shelly, you judged me too quickly. You condemned me.
Sorry.
I understand. Honestly, I do, and I bear no grudges against you. We are still friends as a matter of fact, but the only difference now is I have to guard my heart jealously. I mean the special spot that you had. I have to guard it so much that nobody will gain access to it anymore.
What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is we are still friends, but just friends.
No, you don't, Larry. You don't have to. Hi.
This is a nightmare that I want to win. Is this a dream? Oh yeah. To the man I used to be. Is this a dream? Please tell me it's a dream. Tell me it's a dream.
Hello, son. Yeah, I watched it. You won. Oh God, I can't help to host you back home. You know what? I'll prepare your favorite. Okay. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I'm proud. Thank you. Wow. Proud of myself.
Larry, you have made history as the first student in the school to win the prestigious inter-schools Best Speakers competition. We are proud of you. And I want to use this medium to also apologize for judging you wrongly. We are sorry.
First and foremost, I want to thank you, Miss Vivian. I accept the apology. All that is in the past now. I'll choose to live in the moment.
Good. Enjoy your glory, Larry.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Miss.
Thank you, Mom.